guys, welcome to Angel Whispers. Vanessa here speaking, and today we have another reading, and this is the update with regards to the distort in heaven. This is requested to me by Saint Michael, the Archangel. It's because, to be honest with you, it's all happening for a reason. If ever you are in this disruptive energy wherein you feel depressed, or you feel like you need healing work to do with your heart chakra, and for some cases the angels say you're being triggered on about your traumas, pain, heartbreak, whatever it is, and some of you are annoyed, can't concentrate at work, or even have sleepless nights, and some of you, as a result, you slept the whole day and your day is not that productive. It's because of these annoying emotions that we feel. The angels say during this year, it's not really a good outcome, to be honest with you, or to begin with. You shouldn't expect much in 2021. It's more on about us triggering our emotions, what needs to be healed, what needs to break free, let go. And about the distort, the angels say people are aligning towards the right direction, and that's the reason why we experience a lot of karmic troubles, like we are being pushed to go separate ways away from them, or for some cases we are being called on to try to live somewhere else. I feel like a lot of karmics will go to the hospital. That's also what I get. It's gonna be a traumatic experience for them, but yet it's the way of the divine to show to them what they lack, their true colors, and they must realize that, life is short, and they must do good things while they're still alive. Because obviously these karmics, these toxic people, they are really afraid of death. They know that they're not worthy to even show their face to God because of whatever they have done in this world. That's the reason why a lot of people are being tested whether or not they will change. The angels say it doesn't to happen that these toxic people will ended up, some of them are in jail, ended up being pinned down, being heartbroken, have terrible karma. I feel like the divine is really testing them by these aggressive actions towards them. Remember that the distort in heaven started when Sushan passed away, when somebody killed him. And that's the reason why the heaven is aggressive these days. It's because the divine don't want the history to repeat itself. That they plan for this light worker to do something in the world, and they never expect this person to die right away. And because of these karmics, are very aggressive in not wanting this person to do their job on earth, being fed on by greed. So what happened is that unfortunate thing happened, that this person died because somebody murdered him. And since the divine don't want the history to repeat, as you notice, most karmics are aggressive these days. It's because karma hit them hard. They hit the rock bottom. They're so upset with life, whatever it is. But to be honest, these karmics needs to wake up that all these things have happened for a reason, that they need to change their ways. And their toxic behavior resulted to that karma that they received. And as you notice, I have been posting karma readings, not because we want to know the karma. It's because the heaven is telling us that these people are receiving it because of the angels say the new order, and Akashic Records will be written down after the aligning. It's not yet completed, the angels say. Most light workers don't have yet any written record in heaven, especially if they tackle in Sushant's murder case. Because remember that Sushant shouldn't pass away, right? And some light workers are not really meant to tackle in with this person. First of all, because they live far away from, where this person live. But since they called by God to do something, they have to. And that's the reason why the Akashic Record is in distort. Okay, as well. And in some cases, if ever, the heaven is doing something towards the karmic, obviously the record will be different as well. So with regards to twin flame journey, the angels say that most karmics people are leaving this connection, okay, because it's not working out. And most karmics are narcissists, and if it didn't satisfy them, they will leave. Okay, so in third-party situations, it will be over within this year or the next year. Sooner or later, the angels say as much as possible, because they want, I feel like they're preparing both twins to be reunited, but some twins are not really ready during this time of healing from the situation. And I don't feel like people are wanting their twin back. The twins are being rejected because of the bad thing that they've done. If some cases you reject your twin, they tell me the truth that you should, have mending to do with your twin. They say, especially if they did commit something seriously damaging in a connection, actually karma really hit them hard if ever they destroyed your heart. The angels say the divine is pushing them to ask for forgiveness from you or mend the connection, not because they want to be with you, but because they have sleepless nights. They can concentrate at work. They're disrupted by the thoughts of you. They eat too much. They drink too much just because they can get you out of their head no matter what they do. Okay? So that is the lesson that they need to learn, is that they shouldn't run away from and hide from the twin flame journey, because there are some woundings that they need to fix. And remember that you're in that journey. If there is some certain things that you need to face, you need to heal your issues. Okay, that's the significance of the twin flame journey. It's not about love life, but it's about finding yourself. It's about finding your life purpose. Is there anything else? Little, that's it. So anyway, guys, I will now proceed on with the readings. So for the first part, we're gonna ask what is going on in heaven. So let's see. Angels and guides. Oh, the hair. Please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what is going on in heaven. Please show to us the overall theme of this reading. Thank you. So I am, fortunately for the twins collective, they say, whether you like it or not, if ever your person betray your trust, if ever you don't accept this person back, you will be suffering for the rest of your life. With this kind of situation that you can't find your lover, you have to forgive whomever this person is, okay, that you dealt with, and admit that you're wrong too in some cases. And if ever this person really did you wrong, I feel like this person can only have a peace of mind if they approach you and apologize. That's the thing. Anyway, so let's see with your cards. Angels and guides, you must accept the apology. If ever you don't want this person, then accept the apology. That's all that they ask. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what is the update about the distort in heaven, what's going on in heaven. Another detail. So let's see. The angels say to me that there's a lot of regrets with this person's side. I don't know why this is kind of like a twin flame journey thing. But that is what they're showing. So let's just respect it, okay? Now, anyway, let's see. With the tarot. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what's going on in heaven. Another detail. So let's see. I don't know why I sense zodiac signs. Could be. The zodiac signs is actually kinda a hindrance sometimes in connections, in twin flame journey especially, because most twin flames have the same zodiac sign, and there is a saying that you can't marry somebody who has the same zodiac sign as you are, because you will find yourself being always in arguments with your person, like you can't get along. So anyway, this is the overall energy that's affecting the reading, and what is the outcome. Now I'm gonna clarify the cards. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what's behind the cards presented here. Please help us clarify so we may be able to understand. I do feel here, guys, that the heaven wants us to know that if ever you are in a situation wherein you're stuck in your ways, you need to change. They tell me. Distort has happened in the heaven for a reason that what happened to Sushant is alarming. That they need to prevent the Karmics to ruin the light workers' life to the point that they can't do their mission work on earth. Alright, so anyway, because some Karmics are very aggressive in keeping a person stuck or hurting their person. So anyway, here is the Temperance card. That's your overall energy. So what we got here, guys, is that in the divine, we ask about what's going on in heaven. It's about twin flame collective 2 reading. They're aligning the lovers that are really meant to be together, obviously, with the Temperance and then the lovers. So that's what's going on. So guys, if you're still single, there's a possibility that you may find the one during this, I don't know why week I feel. I don't know why I sense week, but let's see. Anyway, so with this one, 3 of Wands in reverse. So if no lovers coming in within this week, don't blame, probably this year, but I really feel like weak. I wonder why. Okay, now the angels say most light workers stop their work because they're overwhelmed by their feelings with this 4 of Swords. I feel like this is the downloads from heaven. Okay, so you feel this depression, anxiety, worry, whatever it is. It's because the divine really wants you to contemplate about your life, because some of you, you're ignoring your calling to contemplate. Okay, so with this Ace of Swords in reverse, I do feel here that if ever a person is wearing a facade, a mask, this is what definitely gonna happen to them, because they're being called on to remove this dishonesty behavior, to try to face themselves, to know who they really are. So most likely, this is a contemplation week for all of us. So we will be living the best life, being authentic, okay? Or true to ourselves. And obviously, it's not gonna be happy days for us. For we feel like we're distorted, we feel like we don't know what's going on, we don't know ourselves, whatever, like our world have been imposed. Because we ask what's going on in heaven, so that's what's going on in heaven. They are not wanting people to escape their traumas, their past heartbreak, because it's also what makes people be in this energy of not giving, not loving, not caring of each other. And this is also to give way for some light workers to enjoy being loved, because the reason why the light workers are not being loved, because obviously they are love itself. And some people, since they have inner woundings, they're not receptive of that love, and they have a tendency to hurt the light worker. So this is, their pathway of being in this Ten of Cups energy, being the loving, nurturing person. And I feel like most people that are targeted within these days of the distort in heaven, like it was the heaven's plan for this person to find the soul connection that will help them remove their mask, or make them realize that they should embrace kindness, that they should look within themselves what's wrong with their life, why they're not happy. Because what's keeping them stuck is their facade. And that Pentacles is representation of a person that's so egotistical. Could be they're afraid of love. And that's the reason why ego comes in, to protect us from fear. And that's the reason why some people are not really receptive over good people. And as a, defensive mechanism, they have a tendency to hurt the good, to deny what they need to heal. So the heavens say you cannot run away and hide from the things that you need to heal, because that makes you unlovable, unworthy of the blessings of heaven. So whatever negativity that you have, guys, you really need to release that, whether it's envy, jealousy, anger, whatever that's holding you back from being happy, that's holding you back from having the right partner for you. Because the more that you keep those negativity, the more that you cannot accelerate with your life. You're living in this past moment wherein you always remember how hurt you are, and you should be a bad person because some people treat you badly, and things will not work out well in your life. So the heaven give chances to these people that lives in the past to change. And that's what the heaven is doing. And that's the reason why some people has their Akashic Records in blank. Because the divine really wants them to change. Wants them to have a brighter future ahead rather than living just in a past moment. So the next thing that we got is this Judgment in reverse. So within this time, the divine is really sending us download. That's why our energy or our emotions is so overwhelming. That's pushing us to look within. Okay, and with the Judgment in reverse, in some cases it happens because we judge people unfairly, can be, or we judge the situation in a bad manner. So make sure, avoid being judgmental of others. This is what you need to release, and try to listen to the divine. For some light workers out there, if you're a tarot reader, you may encounter in some cases that your spirit team wants to communicate to you and send forth to you a different reading about your life rather than the reading for your person or for your client. Right? So this is the reason why the divine is doing that, because they want you to remove this Judgment in reverse. They want you to see the other way around. Okay, rather than only on your own perspective. And remember that saying that I shared the other day about we should trust God rather than our own judgments. And that is what I want you to do, is to listen to the divine rather than to listen only on your own perspective. Because not always we have the right perspective. We know that we are human beings and we do wrong things. Sometimes we think bad things that are not really true. That's about our illusion only. And it's God, it's the divine who knows what it is, okay, what is the truth. So that's the reason why they ask you to believe in the divine rather than your own judgment. So anyway, the next is the Wheel of Fortune reverse. So as I told you, you will feel very overwhelmed. You feel like within the healing process, you are upside down, like things are on pause, things are not going your way, it's not a productive day for you because the divine pinned you down, because you're not stopping, because some of you could have this fiery energy wherein you're passionate to do something that you forgot to have contemplation, meditation, or even praying to God, or have some time to be with the divine. That's why what's gonna happen, obviously, you will be forced on to have this great pause in your life. For some of you, misfortune could not happen, could be in health. That can be, because that can pin you down, obviously. While some of you, in some cases, it could be about depression. That's why you have to stop working to acknowledge that. Whatever it is, because you have a pain within that you didn't remove, okay? And some of you, you may find yourself crying at night. Yeah, unhappy days with the sun in reverse, and you cannot control it. These angels say you will be submissive towards this sadness that you feel. So the next thing is the Nine of Cups. So after this kind of deep healing process, you will be happy. You will realize now that you are free from this sadness that you feel within, because you will be able to acknowledge whatever is holding you back, acknowledge why you're not receptive to love, to change, whatever it is, okay? So even though, let's say, the heaven is making you feel like this, at least you know you will overcome this after certain weeks. They say, they keep on saying week. Don't worry, it's not the whole year that you will feel this way, guys, okay? Outcome is with the strength. So I do feel here that after this removal of negativity in your life, obviously you will be at peace. You will be in chemistry with people. Even though you hate this person, there will be a reunion if the grudge was removed, if the pain was removed, okay? That's what's gonna happen. So there will be a reconciliation, obviously, but it will only happen if the negativity was removed. So for the players, the angels say this is the plan of the heaven for them. I really do feel here that they will be heartbroken. They cannot go towards another connection to another. They will be pinned down. So as you can see in this reading, that there is some instances of being pinned down here, as you can see. So if the violation is playing with people's emotions, they might get sick, they might get hurt to the point that they cannot flirt anymore and broke people's hearts. As I told you, that the divine is getting aggressive right now, since some karmics are really aggressive, destroying people's hearts, people's balance. So that's the reason why it's happening, okay? Like the divine learned their lessons after Sushan passed away, that they need to step in and help these light workers to get out of karmic situations. Because in the beginning, they could have put less effort in Sushan's case, okay, that, has caused this murder. which is really sad thing, you know. So the next outcome, this is the last outcome actually, the Magician. So the angels say that be prepared, because whatever you manifest, it will come to fruition with this Temperance card. And what's funny is that we also have Temperance card in your overall energy. So anyway, yeah, reunion may happen if that is what you wish, but if you don't really wish to have a reunion with your twin, you don't really like your twin really hurt you, then work on healing yourself, because no matter what you do, you know, your twin is a part of your life, it's part of destiny, whatever it is. Okay, so mend your heart and heaven to understand how much you have been a broken person because of your person, because really twin flame journey is really hard for each and every one of us, yet it's putting us to test our faith, and as well as to be closer to the divine and to find ourselves by our twin flame. Okay, if you're not in a twin flame connection or collective, they say that some people has this, some people doesn't, and most people who has twin flames are the people who are called in to be a light worker, to do their task on earth, and twins should be separated so that both can work. What do you mean by that? Okay, you know, separation happens so that we know how to love ourselves, so that we can manifest what we dream of, and so forth. Our twin are shown to us, so we will be aware what inner shadows that we must work on, what healing we should do, whatever it is. Okay, because twins are our mirrors, and in some cases the other twin has our dark side, and we are a person that will show them what they should be doing. If they didn't change at all, it's not your fault, it's their choice, but then the divine will push them to change, because as you can see here, we are all being put to test, put in order. This could be the thing that they say, the new order, you know. It's because people need to change, and some people don't change, which is really sad. That's why we have karmas. The angels say, like, karma happened because it teaches people to change and to contemplate about their life, and to pin them down, of course, so they may not harm other people. Now, let's check with your charms. Another detail. So anyway, here is your charm. So for the charms, what we got here is that I feel like, yeah, the heaven have been very patient to us, to be honest. Honestly, they want all the people to be wise. Okay, so the angels say, with regards to you, or if you're in a twin flame journey and you're waiting for your person to change, to be wise, it may take some time. It's a heartbreaking story, but it doesn't mean that you have to wait for your, let's say, twin flame forever for you to marry. No, okay, twin flame doesn't always be about love life. They say they don't force you to choose your twin as your lover. They just want you to accept your twin as yourself as well, because you know they are a part of your life, they are a part of your growth, and actually they will grant your wish. They say once that you let go of any negativity that you have, once that you have healed from the traumatic issues that you may have, childhood, love life, and even career. So that is what's going on, and that's the reason why we feel this overwhelming sadness, okay, that we feel within us, because it's making us see what's wrong with ourselves or with whomever we are right now with this mirror here. So mirror also represents that twin flame journey, right? because our twin is our shadow sometimes, or our twin can be our best version of ourselves and is triggering us to be a better person or to remove any negativity that we may have. Okay, so after the process, the heaven is asking you to continuously be a caring and loving person. If somebody have destroyed your personality, like you're not kind anymore because somebody ghosted you, because somebody did you wrong, whatever it is, because some of you could be you become a bad person, a cold person, because you experienced this heartache from somebody. Remember who you really are. Remember whom you are before this person broke your heart, because this is what the divine remembers of you, that you are a caring, loving person, you are a sweet person, you're kind, okay, you're a gentle person. And in some cases, some people become prideful, become cold because of their title, because of their money, or because they know a lot of things. And that's another blockage of being, honest, not wearing a mask of this facade. And the angels say being somebody who's in position of power or title, money, whatever it is, it shouldn't make you be a bad person. It should be something that it's just a title, You shouldn't harm people that you see lowly than you are. And it's also a test of faith for these people to lower down their pride, they say. And some politicians will be questioned, especially if they're not doing their job, they're not doing their work, and all that they do is to be a narcissist. They will be put to test. And God is ordering these politicians in the right place. If you're not good for this country, then you will not be on the job. That's the deal, okay? Now, it's like the heaven is aligning people on where they should be, because as I told you, these karmic are getting aggressive to make people, be bipolar, they say, or be stuck. And some of them could be dating you, could be one of your friends, could be one of your colleagues, or even family members. So it will be over, they say, because they don't want people to be stuck with the wrong person. They want people to change. They want people to go to their dreams or whatever that they want to achieve in life. And the universe is saying enough is enough. We don't want the karmic to destroy the light worker, to destroy these good people who has potential. So what the heaven is doing is that they're putting these karmics towards the maze, so that they will see their shadows, so that they may change, and then both parties will be at peace. So that's a plan of heaven for the collective. Now let's check with your theme, what we have here. So we got the higher power reverse. So as I told you, you feel very depressed and lonely right now, right? It's because the divine is sending us a message. For some of you may feel very sleepy, okay? They haven't want to say it's normal, okay? Because you could be avoiding the messages from heaven, or in some cases, not all people can talk to their spirit guides. So how can they talk? By our dreams, by making us contemplate about our life in general, why we feel very depressed or being reminded of certain things right now. So we are gonna be overwhelmed by the downloads, overwhelmed by what we think, whatever, like it's blowing our heads. Okay? And I feel like it's because most of us have a distort within, have woundings, of course, because we have been through a lot. Okay, everyone have been through a lot of problems, trauma, whatever it is, and that needs to heal, because there is a tendency that some people are not loving, caring, nurturing because of whatever that they encounter in their life. And the divine really wants us to take some time to heal this darkness that we have, so we can turn this in upright, so we'll be in this welcoming energy of receiving the blessings of heaven. Because if if you're not deserving of these blessings, obviously, they cannot send it to you. You need to prove to heaven that you're a good person. You can be able to share. You can be able to love freely without, expecting something in return. And that's the reason why we are in this mending process. So, in some cases, the angels say some people are like this. Like they could be very a thinker, thinking whatever people thinks, reputation, whatever's in the 3D realm, and that's really holding them back from being a giving person. Like they will give only if it benefits them. It's like politician thing, that they will do something so that their name will be praised by people, so that people will vote for them, right? You shouldn't be like those politicians. You should give wholeheartedly. And that is what the divine is teaching us. Okay, so to let go of our old ways and to mend, to be a better person. And if ever you're hurt within, cleanse that energy. You don't need to hold on to the grudge. And be in that loving energy, forgive whomever hurt us. That's also the best way to let go. So, if ever you're overwhelmed by your emotions, all I can say is acknowledge it, okay? And of course, during this time, you have to pray, because prayer really mends everything. And talk to God whatever wants to talk, because of all, whom we should talk to, it's the divine. Because in some cases, if you just talk to your friend about what you're going through, sometimes they don't understand it, especially if they haven't gone through those things, right? So the best way is to talk to God. And that's also what I'm gonna say. And remember that light workers should do that to their viewers, that they should ask people to be closer to God rather than always promoting their YouTube channel. Okay, that's what you need to keep in mind. Because in some cases, as I see, all that they care sometimes are the numbers, etc. Well, do they really know why they're doing the readings? Do they really know why they are here in the first place? It's not because of them being popular, whatever. So if ever they're doing that, they're just like the politicians who's doing this kind of thing just to gain momentum, just to gain the praise. They are not the real light workers. They are a fake, because they don't know their purpose. So that's what we need to change as well. We should do certain things not because we need approval of others. We should do certain things so that we will be a better person. We will help the world. We will help them to be reunited with God. We will help them to be enlightened, to be inspired to be good people despite of a lot of things that had happened, Okay, because, being kind is actually courage. It's actually bravery, bravery to do in this distorted world. The heaven is undistorted, but the world too. And it's because that the heavens say they don't want to let this nasty entities to win. They of course want the good to win, and that's why the heaven right now is pushing these light workers to the limits, or people to their limits to change, okay? So if ever some certain things overwhelms you, just remember that you're being aligned on towards what's destined for you, or for you to be a better person, for you to be in a good place, for you to contemplate more about your life and acknowledge the pain, remove the past, so you can live in a peaceful, happy future. Okay, and is there anything else? They tell what's best to do right now is to pray and be closer to the divine. Talk to your guides, the angels say. And if you can't even hear them, you can feel them when you're overwhelmed by your emotions these days. Okay, so is there anything else? They tell that's it. So anyway, let's see about the next question. So let's see about the second question. What's going to happen to the world? So let's see. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what's going to happen to the world. Please show to us the overall theme of this reading. Thank you. I more feel like this is kind of like about collective with regards to twin flames. Speaking of twin flames, it comes forth. Alright. So, it has a thing about karmics, about relationships in general. So, it's affecting the world. As far as you observe because of the pandemic, okay? Let's see why. I feel like it has a connection with such. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what's going on with the world. Another they tell. So let's see what we have. So for those people who are mistreated by lies, rumors, by people whom feel like despise you, could be somebody who's belittling you, those people receive their karma already. I feel like most of them, whatever that they plot against you backfired on them. Well, for some of them, they have been betrayed. I can hardly speak. Could be if ever their communication is not really good, wherein they use their communication skill to make people look worse. I feel like they have a lot of nightmares, to be honest. Like, they lose their communication skill because they keep on saying bad things to other people. They're belittling others, they're gossiping, and some of them lose their job. I feel like it's more punishing the karmics or punishing people that did others wrong. So let's see with the tarot. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what's going on with the world. Another they tell. Alright. This is also kind of like twin flame collective reading. So if you're not familiar about twin flames, it's a journey of self-discovery. It's actually not only based on love life, but on finding yourself and healing your issues. Okay, it's a difficult journey. Not all people has it. Anyway, this is the overall energy that's affecting the reading and what is the outcome. So, I'm gonna clarify the cards. Please forgive the noise, guys. There's construction going on in our neighbor's house. Now I'm gonna clarify. Angels and guides, please provide guidance to the cards so we may know what's behind the cards presented here. This help us clarify so we may be able to understand. Another. I don't know why I also sense heartbreaker. So a lot of things here with this one single reading, and I feel like the universe is upset with people that has been manipulative with the light workers. Okay, I feel like for some of these people that are hurtful, they have this devilish vibe in them, and that's why the divine is pinning them down. And that's another reason why this pandemic is not yet over. I feel like it's cleansing the world from difficult people, from people that didn't learn from their mistakes. Okay, I feel like some of these light workers has hateful energy because of whatever this satanic or devilish vibe people did to the light workers. So mostly who hurt the light workers in this twin flame journey, the angels say, are the people who are manipulated or controlled by negative entities. So anyway, here is the overall energy that's affecting the reading. So what we got here is that the world, what's going on with it, you don't know if we can trust it or not. Like, there's something fishy, even the vaccines are. And people are really doubting the vaccines, to be honest, because a lot of people really died because of the vaccine. And people really deserve the truth. So that's the overall energy. Like, there is a deceit in the world. You don't know whether you can trust or not, okay? Right? So first card that we got is the Sign of Cups. So if ever your person is dating a karmic, the angels say you're better off without a person that you have in mind. Okay, because I do honestly feel like whomever is, I don't know why, jealous of you or doing this hurt towards you, the karmic, okay, this is not actually a good person to begin with. And why separation happened? Because, to be honest with you, you're more happy on your own. You're destined to be independent, and this person will realize your worth once that you're single and you're doing well on your own. And I feel like this person is dealing with a karmic because they need to open up their eyes to the truth that they needed. They don't have to have any approval for everyone, because in some cases some people want a lover because they forgot to love themselves, because they want someone to fulfill them, they want someone to love them, to nurture them, and as a result it is a karmic connection. Like, this person that they're dealing with actually are playing hard to get. This person is a narcissist. If this person is not learning yet how to be independent, then this person will fall into the karmic. But if you're somebody and destined to be single after, the angels say, I feel like almost everyone already have this kind of connection for some in the past. And you learn the hard way that you shouldn't look for love because you want to feel loved. You must know how to love yourself first before you have a good connection, right? So unfortunately for the person that we have here, I really feel like there is a 50-50 chance that the person who was cheated on will accept the past person back, because honestly this person is more balanced on their own. Okay, and actually in twin flame journey, most people are actually like this, and they don't want their twin back because this twin makes them feel jealous, make them feel stuck, and cause them a lot of pain and drama, and they're more happy on their own or with somebody else. So that's the reason why for some twin flames, it's a 50-50 chance that there will be reconciliation, because some people are not really receptive towards the reunion itself. Now, the angels say about the vaccines, what will happen here is that a vaccine, there's something wrong with one of them. I don't know if you hear the news already. One of the vaccines are actually something that's not really helpful. Okay, because if you have it in upright, it's something that will, give hope, something that will prevent the virus from happening, but this is in reverse. So one vaccine is meant to take a life, and this is really a freaky card to see. And people know that already. People see the signs that this vaccine, one certain vaccine, is causing the death of a lot of people already, because there is something wrong with that vaccine. Somebody could have put an ingredient that is not really healthy for the body. It will weaken the body. Instead of nurturing the body, it will weaken the body to the point that, of course, someone will die, and they cannot control. Once the vaccine is in the body, they cannot mend it, to be honest with you. And whomever there's a person behind it that put a poison or something that's not good inside that vaccine, and sadly no one is aware about it unless you make a reading or be a psychic. So the angels say avoid the vaccine that cause a lot of death. The angels say, because once that it's inside your body, it will weaken your body, and they can't just mend that thing in your body, they say. So, but you can stop it from happening, no? You can avail other vaccines, but not the one that cause people to die. So you can run away from it with this hangman, but sadly for the chariot in reverse, some people really can't run away from it. Because with a hermit, it means that they live in that country that has a poisonous vaccine, and that's why they cannot run away from it. But if you're a country who don't live in that certain area, your country avail from other countries, then it's safe. You know, you can run away from it if you can choose your vaccine, okay? So the next is the Ten of Pentacles. So the angels say with regards to connections, if ever you're somebody who's an independent person who chose having money or being focused on the coins during the pandemic, obviously you will have this Ten of Pentacles because that's what you work hard on to. But remember, the angels say avoid wasting the money too much, because honestly during pandemic, you know, you can't even spend it on vacation. So don't overspend your money on things that you don't really need, and you shall have this Ten of Pentacles. So the next thing, what's going on with the world, obviously money will be an issue in the world, each country, honestly speaking. I feel like because of a certain vaccine, I don't know why this vaccine will create a downfall in the world, in the market. It could be in stock market, could be because one country might fall, to be honest. And yeah, I feel like that country is rich before and now it's gonna be poor because they will lack money, and a lot of people will die because of the vaccine that they created, and they're not aware that somebody put nasty ingredient in their, you know, own medicine or own vaccine. That's why a lot of people will be losing their life, which is really sad. And I feel here that these people who are using the vaccines must be aware of this sign already, that a lot of people are dying, right? To avoid the production, to avoid people from dying. Because I really feel here that they distributed the vaccine in order for them to gain money. But with this kind of strategy on giving out vaccines, you know, trying to promote it, it's not gonna work out, because honestly speaking, they will be questioned for a defective vaccine and they won't be earning anything from it. But what will happen is that they're losing people. A lot of people are dying because of their vaccine. Then the next is the Eight of Pentacles reverse. So what we have here is that people will now realize, a lot of people will die still with that vaccine. People will realize that there's a lot of people dying, and obviously they will not trust that certain vaccine anymore, especially the elders, because mostly that vaccine attacks the elders. Okay, most elderly die because of that vaccine. Okay, so anyway, this is the outcome. Outcome is the moon. So obviously it's secret. There's really a secret ingredient that they put inside the vaccine, and some spiritual workers are aware that they really have to not take this vaccine, that it's unhealthy. There's an imbalance in that certain vaccine. I feel like it's only in one vaccine that I sense here in this reading. that certain thing which caused a lot of people to die. Okay, we know that vaccine already. So if you can, you must remove, if you can travel, if you're from that country and you can still travel and try to avail other vaccines, do that. Okay, just avoid that nasty vaccine, because I feel like if you have money, you really have to invest for it to save your life. Then the next outcome is this Hierophant. So I do feel here that the health workers will be problematic with regards to the vaccines of that certain country, because I believe that they cannot defend the vaccine that they created, because a lot of people will die, honestly. And the president of this country, I feel like will risk a lot of things. They have to invest again. I feel like they are preventing to waste money on the vaccines. That's why they create their own vaccine. But it's not a good move, especially that there's a deceitful person in the picture. So I feel like even the president of this country don't want to take the vaccine. This person is aware that that is not a good vaccine. And they must stop the production. But I feel like the main reason why they are producing this is because for them to earn money too. That's also what I see. Now, anyway, let's check with your charms what it has to say. Forgive the noise, guys. There's construction in the other house. Okay. My neighbor's house, not our house. Another. One more detail. So anyway, here are the charms. So for the charms, we have here that yes, people will ghost or not accept the vaccine that's really deadly, because a lot of people will die again with that certain vaccine. Okay, so the angels say about the twin flame journey, light workers are being called on to be a caring person, especially to your twin, the angels say, because I feel like you will be very influential, especially if you're doing your task on earth. You will be known by it, the angels say. So whomever your twin flame is, this person just mirrors your negativity or negative side. And that's the reason why you're hating it, because of course you hate the dark side of yourself. I'm not saying that you didn't fix it, but could be your twin flame didn't fix it. That can be the problem here. And you could be a light worker, a networker for some of you, and all the thing that you can do now is mend your heart and realize that you're a loving and caring person before this person made you upset. Suddenly my throat chakra hurt. Probably for some of you, you haven't healed from the situation. And there's no reunion yet that's gonna happen. Like your throat chakra is blocked from reaching this person because you need to heal first. Okay, that's what they wanna say. And with this one, I have a feeling here that separation needs to happen in twin flame journey, so you guys will grow up. Okay, will be more wiser. And right now during pandemic, the angels say you're being called on to focus on your career, money making, because obviously we can't do anything during pandemic because we need to keep safe. Alright, and all we need to do is to focus at work, right? Or find a job that best suits us. Anyway, so yeah, this is what they're calling us to do, to continuously work and live our dreams, to be honest with you. And with regards to the journey itself, the angels say you need to acknowledge what you need to heal. And anyway, with regards to the pandemic vaccine, you must protect yourself from the news about this vaccine that is really deadly, because we already see the signs here and we need to protect ourselves. And some of you really need to travel in order for you to avoid this deadly vaccine, because I feel like whomever created that deadly vaccine, they are manifesting to give it to all over the world. Okay, they're trying to make an investment out of it. So stay safe, guys. You really need to get away from that certain vaccine and listen to your intuition and know which is a healthy vaccine versus the not. Okay, so anyway, here is your theme, what we got here. So what we have here is flexible. So as I told you, one of the vaccines are not really healthy. It's really deadly for the body, and there are certain vaccines out there that was released that really is proven effective. So go after this kind of vaccine rather than the other one whom create already chaos inside the body of a person. So clean it up in reverse. So the angels say if you're in a twin flame journey, you cannot deny the connection whether you like it or not. There's still attachment between the both of you. And if there's separation that happened, you really need to mend things out to make it work. But if you don't really want your person back, then it's your choice, the angels say, because I feel like most likely no one really wants to deal with their twin flame because it's a toxic connection. But if you don't accept your twin flame, let's say forgiveness and so forth, then you need to heal your heart. That's what you need to do. They're not saying that you should be with this person as a partner, but they're just saying that you can mend the situation. Just take some time to heal. Okay, so is there anything else? They tell that during this time, people in that certain country with that defective vaccine needs to wake up. They have been receiving a lot of signs, and the angels are trying to warn these people that are gonna take the vaccine to avoid it. But they can't avoid it because I feel like they are being forced on by their government, okay, to take it. And I do feel here that they also give dreams or even nightmares to some people that can prevent this from happening, okay, from scattering that certain vaccine. But they're not listening because I feel like for them, because I see that they're after the money, as I see here. But it will not work in their favor though, because people know that this vaccine is not really good. So they will lose an income in creating that vaccine. Is there anything else? They tell the truth that if you really want to save your life, then, you know, it's better to be safe than sorry. The angels say accept guidance from heaven and you'll be guided on what to do during this pandemic and how to resolve the escape situation with regards to COVID. Keep safe, everyone. That's what they're gonna say. And pandemic is happening because it's also clearing away negativity and pinning down some people that are not really healthy in our life. I'm not saying that all who pass away are bad, but some of them are, you know, toxic. Some of them, it's their time because they did their task on earth. It really depends, guys. Okay, so is there anything else? They tell that's it. So anyway, let's proceed on with the next question. So the angels want to tackle in about the Akashic Records in heaven. So let's see. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what's going on with the Akashic Records in heaven. Please show to us the overall theme of this reading. Thank you. One more detail. So let's see about the process there. Because since a distort happens, some pages in the Akashic Records are not written. Really depends on the situation here, especially if the universe is aligning the light workers or some certain people to do a task on earth. Okay, or if karmics are being released in their life. There's a lot of points about it. So let's see. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know about the Akashic Records in heaven. Another detail. So obviously the distort is still there. I'm not yet using the Akashic Records tarot. I can hardly express. I feel like some records really in heaven are forbidden to mention about. I don't know why I sense, of course, the warfare. It's still ongoing, and actually some light workers already have been attacked by negative entities or by some people controlled by negativity. Another. So that's why things have been moved fast forward. The angels say, though it's just January of 2021, a lot of things has happened in some people's lives already. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know about the Akashic Records in heaven. Another detail. So one more, let's see. I wonder why they want to read about it. Alright, so one more detail. Anyway, so this is the overall energy that's affecting the reading, and that is in a bright detail. Now what is the outcome? Okay, I'm gonna clarify the cards. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what's behind the cards presented here. This help us clarify so we may be able to understand. One more, they tell me. So let's check. Forgive the noise, guys. There's dogs barking outside. It's not our dogs. Well, whenever I hear dogs, it reminds me of arguments, breakups, I feel as well. But we are talking about the Akashic record here. Probably that's in the records already about the conflicts, breakups. And it is to align people towards the right person for them to marry. Okay, so anyway, this is your overall energy. So I have a feeling here this wanna turn in either way, because remember that we got this card in reverse and then the angels are putting it in upright. I feel like what happened here, imagine in Akashic record, like the divine is in a distort, right? And of course, since everything is happening fast forward, in the Akashic records, we are being aligned on towards a destined person for us. Because for some of us, we are being released from the karmics, from toxic connections. We are being shown on our worth, and that is what we should go after. So remember that I tell you in the intro that this is how we are feeling, like we feel like our life is in great pause. It's because we are contemplating more about the connections that didn't work out, right? So that this will turn in upright, so we may see the new person, we may know our worth, we may be on alignment whom we are meant to be with. Okay, you need to learn, of course, from your past mistakes, from your past connections, so that you will be on the right alignment, right? So that's what's going on with our Akashic records, especially if you're single and you're looking for a partner. And make sure that you learn your lessons, because remember that we encounter karmics if we don't accelerate or we don't learn the lessons yet, okay? So first card that we got is a Judgment reverse. In some cases, the angels say there is really a warfare in the, I feel like heaven. I don't know why I sense heaven. Could be something is attacking heaven, I don't know, but this is what I sense, guys. Okay, so with the Judgment being here, so the warfare is about to end. Okay, and the universe will align towards the destined to be. And yeah, look at what's happening here. Like, the heaven is aggressive, putting people in the right order, on the right placement. And actually, the distort here is about the society's point of view, wrong judgments of others. Like, people who are on the high position, who has power, is always getting what they want, right? And what happened to the lowly is that they don't have the same judgment, or they have injustice. So I feel like what's going on here is that in some cases, as you notice, some toxic people are aggressive too. Because even here in the Philippines, about the criminals that is, doing nasty things during the pandemic, actually they become brutal. That's what I noticed so far, because even the evil entities are seeing the quietness of the world because of the pandemic. And that's why they're aggressive, that someone needs to make a fire or something, right? And so that's what's going on. Like, there's really a warfare. And also the divine is kind of upset, of course, of what happened to Sushant's case. Because remember that the start happened when Sushant passed away, right? So that's another reason why, the light workers are being pulled away from their karmics. Because, they don't want the history to repeat again. That they have lost, let's say, a family member or a light worker that will create, a change for the world. Since Sushant passed away early, it didn't happen. And really, the universe is upset. And that's the reason why we are being forced to align in the right path. And that's why we feel this intense in our minds, in our emotions. Because we need to be alignment on what the divine wants for us, so we can do our purpose on earth. So it happens if you're not yet there, okay? So don't worry, because after this toxic energy or toxic emotions that we feel, it is for the best, because after this contemplation, we will realize now what makes us happy, what will bring us stability. If you're not yet on alignment with career, let's say, you will be there because of this deep contemplation. And in some cases, if ever career is the problem that you have, during this sadness that we feel is when the divine will give you an idea which path you belong with your career, or your talent is being shown to you, so that you will be inspired to work things out or to practice your talent or skills. So with the Knight of Pentacles, so as I told you, people are being aligned. If ever in career you're not really on alignment but you have a job, obviously what will happen is that some people may be losing their job, to be honest with you. Because if our job is not on alignment, it's just something that will enhance our talent that you should be practicing. Okay, but yet with this King of Chalices, the jobs that they will exchange from the one that you have lost will be something that you will love. So really it will be a difficult month for us, during January till February. They say contemplation days. Alright. So anyway, the next is the Three of Cups. So the angels say with regards to love life, as we told earlier, that we are being released from the karmics and we are being tested if we learn the lessons from the past. Like karmics sometimes is what we attract, and that is a test from the divine if you will, take it or not. And remember, what did you learn from this? Okay, the universe wants to let you know that you will pass a test if you chose the right person. if you know your worth already. But if you didn't learn the lessons, obviously, you will fall into the trap of having a karmic connection. So make sure, you run away from the wrong people. Okay, and learn from your mistakes. There will be a test here. And this is a road to romance. So once that you pass a test, you will be guided towards the one for you. And then the next thing is the Emperor in reverse. So what we got here is that some people, it also happened last year that some people lost their job or even business, right? And it is to contemplate about their life. There's a lot of reasons why these things happen, like we have a downfall with career. Either some people use their power, their title to belittle others or in a bad way, right? So obviously if you're prideful, that is your karma. But in some cases, some people lost their career or lost even their money because it's for them to be taught on how to spend their money the right way, and as well as for some people to be on alignment with regards to the right career path. And it's gonna be a deep contemplation too with regards to career and why you have this downfall. So people will be forced on to contemplate about your life. It's really a heavy feeling here. And I know that the empath is upset with regards to this awakening process, especially if you are surrounded by people around you, let's say at your home, at your workplace, because obviously if people are depressed, you are the sponge, right? So that's, you're gonna be overwhelmed by their emotions. So the angels say that with this kind of, let's say, awakening process of divine forcing us to leave our negativity and be a light worker or become a better person in the end. Yeah, it's gonna be a transformation months for us, January and February. They say it is to let go of our addictions, our negativity, and accelerate. So it's gonna be a new form. They say new order, probably because this world is being run by the society's point of view, wherein power, money, and what we call this reputation matters, right? That is what we are taught on in the society's point of view. Like you can only get the recognition if you have these certain things, right? So sometimes we tend to be people pleaser because of this kind of system, and that will be over, they say, because I feel like the divine is really upset, especially what happened to Sushant. Okay, that's the reason why people are being forced to, let go of their old patterns, especially the heartless. Okay, while the heartless, on the other hand, what's gonna happen to them? They say Shweta. Okay, for Shweta, people that are really heartless, let's say who's doing bad things to the good, obviously they will be, what they call this, they will be tested again by the divine. I feel like they're trying to fight the divine. They don't want to change, I feel. Most bad people are like that. So what will happen to them? I feel like they will lose connections that are good. They will be imbalanced with regards to their career. So they will also have a downfall with regards to money. That's what's gonna happen to them. And they will lose connections. They will lose meaningful connections. And Eight of Swords, so what will happen to them? I feel like Shweta survive again here with this card. So what will happen to those karmics is that people will realize now that they are bad people, that they are not the Six of Pentacles, or they shouldn't be trusted. You shouldn't give them something. Okay, feel like if ever they did something nasty, people will see that there will be a news suddenly coming in. That's what's gonna happen. Someone will expose them, somebody whom they gave information with. This is more on past energy, I feel. And now that this person is not on their side against them, there will be proof, or there will be a leak towards whatever they're hiding. So this is the outcome. Outcome is the Four of Pentacles. So still during 2021, a lot of businesses will be closed once again, the angels say, because the heavens say it's not on alignment with the Judgment reverse. It also happens if, some people are not in alignment with regards to their career. Okay? Don't take it bad with regards to the divine if suddenly you lost your job, whatever it is that you lost. One day you will understand why, because with the Judgment in reverse, could be you're holding on to the wrong company, it's just a test of faith, the angels say. Because remember, I will talk about the Bible. Just skip if you don't want to hear, because honestly speaking, they're written in the Bible that one of the followers of God was tested, okay? And the divine asked this person to offer their own child, only child, imagine that. And God just tests this person's, faith to the divine. But this person was managed to trust God. And this person is almost sacrificing his only son. Upon almost doing it, killing the son, the angels stop that person, and then in exchange they offer a certain, I forgot, animal instead. And since God really see how faithful this person is, that person have been gifted a lot of blessings from heaven. So that's what happens. So trust the process. Like, even though you gonna miss this opportunity, miss this job, career, you will have something greater in the end. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. So that's funny, I got confused. So we got the Three of Pentacles. So what we have here is that, yes, after losing a job, there will be a new opportunity for those people who lost this, okay? And yeah, you will replan about your life. So most people will contemplate within this, I feel like months, a week, okay? Will plan about their life, whatever they want to achieve in their career, or whatever partner that they wanted, and it will bring new doors towards whatever they desire of. And whomever are the heartless, the angels say, they will have a harsh lesson so that they will be aware about their bad behavior towards others. They won't be emotionally fulfilled. They won't be at peace because they will be reminded about the bad things that they have done to others, or they are being reminded about this bad attitude that they had. Now let's check with your charm what we have here. Actually, I felt hungry with this reading. It's kind of intense, to be honest with you. It took my energy away, but it's okay, guys. Another. So anyway, sorry about that, the noise. Alright, so here is your charms. So for the charms, what we have here is that what we don't see is what we will contemplate. The divine will force you to see it, okay? So I have a feeling here that those people that are wearing a mask or facade, they are gonna be forced on to be authentic, okay? Or even those bad people, they are being face to the truth that they are evil and they need to change, okay? And a lot of people will be having this drainy energy vibe. So for tarot readers out there, expect that if you go live, you will be energetically drained. Why? Because your viewers are depressed and you're giving off your energy to them, obviously. So anyway, the Akashic Records is obviously kind of putting us on the right career path, and not only career but also in love connections. But make sure, guys, that you learn something from whatever had happened in the past, okay? If somebody wronged you, remember to forgive, remember to learn the mistakes there. And the angels say there will be a new love offer, okay, if you learn from your mistakes, okay, and some people, you will have your wishes granted. The angels say, congratulations, and you're being aligned on towards your wishes fulfilled. Let's see what else we got here. So we have this one. So I really do feel like some people, karma is over, especially if you have been tested over and over again and you have passed. But if you didn't pass the exam or the test of the divine, obviously again you will encounter a same karmic connection or situation. That's what's gonna happen. Now I remind you guys, karmic could be about career that's not on alignment, or could be relationship. There's a lot of certain things. Karmic is just meant to teach us a lesson, and it's not meant for us to be permanently holding to it, because it's not permanent, guys. It's just meant for us to learn our lesson, to contemplate about our life, and to let go of our negative attitude. Okay, now anyway, it's gonna be depressing months for us, January and February. Like, it's very overwhelming for us. And some people, you know, you're being called on to remember your skill or talent, especially if you're not really aware about what is your main talent, where you're good at, or whatever you want as a career. Because sometimes we dream of a certain career that is not on alignment with us. So obviously those people that are wearing a facade, the facade will be taken away from them. Okay, and those people that are bad, honestly, they are being called on to look at their past, why they act this way. Okay, and it's gonna be depressing days for them as well, because they are stuck in a certain situation wherein they are heartless. They're protecting their emotions by the facade that they wear. I remember one time that there is a homily that says that some people has a facade that they are strong, that they are powerful, but deep within is a wounded child or a wounded warrior. And that is what's gonna happen. Like, the divine will force them to look within themselves, so that they will realize the mistakes that they've done, and they may change into a better person. So most people that are evil, I really feel like they will get exposed, that these people are bad, nasty, and they will be left in the cold. And even though, let's say, this is their karma, but this is for the best. This is for them to contemplate about their life, so that they can be able to change their bad behavior. So let's see what else we have here. So we got the clean it up. So what I have here is that if ever we are dealing with karmics or toxic situations, not only in relationship but also at work, the angels say, I feel like we will come to realization, if you're not on alignment, that this is a thing that makes us sad, as you can see, because some of you're not willing to let go, obviously, especially if it's a job, because it's giving you the money. Okay, but then the divine is asking us, trust the process, because you're being aligned towards the right path that is really meant for you. And some people didn't listen to whatever the divine is saying, and that's another reason why we are in this forced awakening process, right? Because if you're someone who's holding on to a certain job, something will happen that you will lose your job. Because it happened to me, to be honest with you, because I really loved my job before as a call center agent. Suddenly I got sick, and it caused me to lose my job, because my family don't permit me anymore to have it, because it's a toxic work situation. So anyway, just trust that process, the angels say. But once that you lost your job, don't blame the divine. You will see that it's for the best, guys. And the divine will offer you even a more fulfilling job in the end. Okay, just trust and have faith that we are being put on to a test and to align us towards the right destination. Okay, that's what's going on to our Akashic Records. We are being aligned towards the path that is really destined for us. And it only takes for us to contemplate about our life, and it's our road towards our dreams. Okay, so anyway, is there anything else? So remember that if the divine pull away something from you, it just means that it's not on alignment on what the heaven wants for us. Okay, they're gonna send you the right thing that is more worthy of you or more resonating with you. So anyways, is there anything else? They tell that's it. So some of you, they say, are walking encyclopedias. So it's okay to have a lot of knowledge, but don't be overwhelmed by your knowledge. The angels say, remember to let go of things that pollute your mind. Okay? Try to sort out what you know. Because the angels say it's better that you learn something from your experiences rather than by the context or by the book. They tell me. Okay, sometimes it's okay to read, let's say, a true-to-life story than just fictions, just fantasies, because it will resonate with you. Okay, so is there anything else? They tell that's it. So let's see what else we got. Right, so let's see about the next. This is about the warfare. Alright, so let's see. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know about the spiritual warfare. What is the overall theme of this reading? Thank you. Honestly, in the beginning, my head really hurts. This is an easier way, they tell. So, with regards to the divine, actually, we can fight this off. Some people are being tested. If ever they will fall into the trap of being a bad person, will be trapped in their anger, in negative emotions. Okay, so make sure that you won't tackle in with those kind of negativity. Let's see what else we have. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know about the spiritual warfare. One more. Forgive the noise, guys. Another, they tell. So we'll see. I feel like more on about karmic situation is this, alright. But I feel like in some cases, you know, some readers are forbidden to speak this kind of thing with regards to spiritual warfare. It's not a perfect time, they tell. Truth will be revealed on divine timing. But I wonder what they're gonna show us if it's forbidden. Let's see. Alright. Another, they tell. Okay. One more. One will say no need and the other will say one more. Very confusing if I have a lot of guides. Alright. But I respect all of my guidance that I could have. Spiritual warfare is real, they tell. Okay, now let's see with the tarot. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know about the spiritual warfare. another detail. So anyway, let's see. I feel like this reading is kind of like who is jealous of you reading. Another. Alright, so anyway, this is the overall energy that's affecting the reading. And what is the outcome? Okay. One more detail. So we have a lot of outcomes here. Bear with me, we have a lot of cards. It might take long, so let's check. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what's behind the cards presented here. Please help us clarify so we may be able to understand. That's funny, this is not showing. Weird. So, with regards to the spiritual warfare, the negativity is jealousy issue, some anger because of pain. Obviously, most light workers encounter pain in the past. And some light workers weigh their race. They wasn't able to become a light worker because they decided to go on a certain direction which is not really meant for them. Some of them hurt the spiritual light workers. I'm sensing priest, I don't know why. I'm sensing as well money issues. Kinda drainy energy. Anyway, I feel like I'm lacking water. I don't know why. So with regards to the spiritual warfare, I feel like the evilness in this world is wanting to take advantage of the world during the pandemic. Okay, they're pushing people to do bad things, and I can't hardly express myself. So after saying that, that's what happened. There are dogs barking, so they're gonna start a war. Could be in colleagues, could be in household, could be even between countries. That's what's going on. Because during the pandemic, it's very peaceful, obviously, and these entities are doing the best that they can to distort the whole world. Okay, that's the overall energy. And first card that we got is this Queen of Wands in reverse. Most of the people that have this devilish vibe in them, wherein there could be a negative entity already inside of them since they are not spiritual, right? And anytime, they can be controlled by this negative entity. Like example, if they overdrink or if they're into negativity like drugs, they have a tendency to be violent, right? So as you can see, in some cases, violence will happen because these entities are working towards it. While if ever you're someone who's spiritual, obviously, these entities cannot attack you. So whatever that they're doing to attack you is that it's based on somebody that's not really I feel like for some, not a part of your life, or for some of you, this could be about karmic that you already let go of, alright? And with this Hermit in reverse, whomever that karmic is, or toxic people is, they haven't moved on yet from you. Okay, and people are seeing your glow up, and they're seeing you as somebody who's busy with your work, with your life purpose. And obviously, since the evil nasty entity are seeing you like this, they're trying to use people to create your downfall so you won't be passionate about what you're doing. So they're attacking light workers for short. So these nasty entities are controlling these people, and some of them are attacking the light workers in the heart. Okay, so that they will be in this alignment with regards to the divine, because Seven of Chalices sometimes reminds me of heaven, because there is clouds there in the tarot. Okay, and I feel like they are creating this discord so that you will be detached from heaven, and you will be full of anger because your heart feel uneasy because of the negative emotions that you may have. And anyway, the next is the Seven of Wands in reverse. So some people, they could be very weak. Okay, they target weak people that they can control, especially if they're not really connected to the divine, or they have a little faith in God. So that is what this demons are attacking, and this person can't fight those things. Okay, because they're not spiritual. And I'm sensing like the warfare is like this, so like they are causing drama in this light worker's life, especially those people that are just busy working, minding their own business, and it will make this person's life chaotic, because obviously it will attack them emotionally. Okay, that's what's gonna happen to them. So in some cases, there could be some breakups, of course. Okay, like in partnership, there could be always fighting. There could be broken homes. With this discord, the angels say someone may lose money, somebody might steal somebody else's money. See, I told you that there will be a broken home here, especially if they're not really connected to the divine. So it's really important to have faith. It's really important to be connected to our Creator, so you'll be protected. And these nasty entities cannot take charge or control of your body. Okay, and if ever you're aware that you have a certain person in your household or near you that's not really good, that's not really connected to God, then be cautious. Okay, don't dim your light just because of this person. That's what I want to say. Okay, because this person is trying to attack you emotionally, trying to make you lose your focus with regards to your life purpose. And they're coming in the place of negativity. They say they want to control your life. They don't want you to be happy. This is really a demonic vibe, to be honest with you. So you really have to protect yourself and follow your intuition. I feel like your intuition is showing to you the true colors of the person who is being used by nasty entities. Okay, and I feel like during this time, those people that are grounded, that are closer to God, their intuitive gifts are being opened, so that they will set healthy boundaries, so they won't be that emotional. They are given strength as well to handle this kind of negative emotions, because obviously if you're weak, okay, and you dealt with a narcissist, you might ended up committing suicide or whatever it is, or self-harm, and I feel here that you can sense also the negativity and the lies of people, because I feel like some of them that are controlled by evil entities, their mouth is nasty. Okay, they could say mean things to people to belittle them, and in return, if the person is so emotional, they might believe the negative things that this person is saying about themselves, right? And the next thing that we got is the Seven of Swords. So if ever you're attacked by mean words, don't take it, because that's negativity. That's not true. All right. So the warfare here is that these nasty entities don't want the light workers to win, obviously, and they're not stopping. I feel like most people that they control are the jealous people about your works, about your career. I feel like it's more on career in general, like they're putting evil eye on you. For some cases, they could be casting nasty spells, so you won't move forward in your life. And this person's also wanting you not to achieve anything, wanting to drain your money, or they will surprise you with such negativity or fight in your house, arguments. Okay, so you won't do your job, so that they will hurt you emotionally and will stop your progress. So that is the plan of the negativity, the negative entities. Okay, so the angels say that continuously be focused on your work. So you won't be able to focus on people's negativity. That's what they want you to do. Then the next is the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like most likely the evil nasty entities will strike the people that are not really content with their life. And they will make these people be jealous of your wealth, of your success, because they don't have it. You could feel drawn to pick a card readings about jealousy or hatred, because those are the people that are being controlled by this nasty entities, so that they may be able to put a burden in your life. I feel like they're attacking you, so you won't be able to go to work, you won't be able to be passionate about your life, and it will drain you, it will make you feel unhappy. And in some cases, I feel like there could be war inside, let's say a family, could be friends, can be, or even lovers. Okay, and unfortunately, some people may lose their partners, not because of coronavirus, but because of the reading. It's more likely about having a war, okay, or disagreements is what I see here. So I think that of course evil nasty entities could attack a certain lover that is not really faithful, and they can make this person mind control, saying that they shouldn't be happy with their partner, and they're asking this individual to focus on the negativity of their partner, and that causes a collide or a war in the relationship, or they make these people feel that they shouldn't be content with their partner, and that causes cheating, lying, right? And so with the star being here, so if ever you are involved in a relationship, make sure that you're not posting about your connections, because there are some people who's jealous of whatever you have. So to avoid this certain negativity to attack your connections, be somebody that, don't post much about your connections, they say, and keep it to yourself, they say. And be closer to the divine, so that your connection will be protected. Because I tell you guys that some nasty entities will really create a chaos and conflict in your relationship. I encountered a client of mine before, that was years before, that has a problem with her partner. They always argue, and she don't know why. And she remembered that one time when she walked to a mall, a woman tapped her and said that she saw a negative entity that's following her, and she said that that could be the cause of the trouble with regards to you and your partner. So that's why, remember that religion is really important also in partnerships, okay? Make sure to be still closer to God despite of you having a partner. Remember God, because that is your protection. So the next outcome is a Temperance card, and what we got here is that I feel like you could have a peaceful connection with people, but yet argument might happen, especially if you just focus on your life purpose job. And this evil entity will create this chaos to disrupt you. But for some cases, it may not work, whatever this entity did. Because if you're focused on your work, if you're not somebody who's a people pleaser, it will not work. Okay, be strong, they tell. So let's see with your charms what it will say. Kind of long reading. Honestly, I need to drink water after this. Alright. Let's see what else we got. Another. Alright, so anyway, here is your charms. So for the charms, what we got here is it is mirror. So yeah, I feel like the entities will attack people that have these jealousy issues, that are not really content with their life. And since they're not content, they will spy on people that has everything together, that has the money, has the title. And I don't really feel like, they see the blessings, because it's nasty entities will make them blinded, will make them unappreciative about the blessings that they currently have. Because honestly, there are some blessings that they have. They could have a partner. They could even have a job. There's a lot of things that they can be thankful about. But since these evil entities are playing with their mind, they have a tendency to live in La La Land, wherein, the evil entities made them believe that you have a lot of things going on and they have a lack of abundance and wealth. And that's the reason why they might create this chaos war in your life. So remember to be not an open book during this time, because people may get so intrigued by your presence. They may be ended up being jealous of you and create certain discord. Okay, so with this one, I feel like what the angels want you to do is continuously do whatever your life purpose is, or be focused on your own plans, on your own businesses, career. If you have a partner, then remember to be committed, because in some cases, they may attack the partner, not to be happy, to be grumpy, okay, and try to find love on someone else. They try to make this person be sad and lonely, so that they may cheat. So anyway, with this one, they tell me that if some nasty people are attacking you emotionally, saying mean things to you, don't fall into that trap wherein you will, listen to whatever they're saying, because it's all a lie. It's what do you call this? It's what they call this intention was to break you. Okay, you can hardly speak. I feel like these people that are being controlled by evil entities has their throat chakra blocked by the angels, so they won't attack people with mean words. Okay, because obviously during pandemic, it's really a low energy here, because of course we can still go out because of the pandemic, and we can't do some certain things that we do before, right? So I feel like what the evil nasty entities are doing, they want to make people stuck, okay, and they are kind of aggressive, because to be honest, during the pandemic, of course, it's kind of peaceful. There's less violence, and the angels say you can be able to get away from these nasty entities if, you're focusing on your coins, focusing on your own bubble, instead of being jealous of others. And you're being called on as well to get away from people that are jealous of you, they say, and be closer to God during this time. And be wise with your decision making. So some people will be lucky in finding a career, so congratulations. And the angels say those people that are controlled by nasty entities, okay, so in some cases they may control also light workers. They make the light workers feel jealous or broken hearted, so they won't continue the job. You can actually get out of this toxic energy, they say, by focusing on, what you're currently doing. And in some cases, the angels say Some people will make you feel jealous over what they got, especially if you're single, and some people are having, this kind of connection. Okay, I don't know if you can sense it, guys. Like if somebody is posting social media, sometimes you can sense if they post to brag or they don't post to brag. Okay, honestly, I can sense. Okay, honestly. So, like, that's your intuition, okay? Anyway, obviously, these nasty entities are controlling people to manipulate situations, to make a light worker not do their task, okay? And in some connections or relationship, it might be over, especially if a person was controlled over by nasty entity to cheat, okay? And of course, it will create a war in connections. So I feel here that the evil nasty entity will also trigger your deepest emotions like anger, like jealousy. But the heaven is doing the best that they can to make you avoid this negativity, they tell me. And I feel like this nasty entity is working to pollute people's minds so that people will be discouraged to go after their dreams or whatever they want. And obviously, this kind of people are pessimistic. They're telling people negativity, and they are a me person, they are narcissists, they want to be greater than anyone else. So avoid this kind of people because they are the people that are controlled by evil entities, or they could also have negative entity in them. That's why they act so strange. They act as if they're kind of in a demonic energy. Yes, because there is really a demon inside of them. Now let's check what else we got. So we got time for a nap in reverse. So what we got here is that as the angels say that they're attacking people that are still close to you, that you haven't let go of yet. Like even though, let's say, you detach from your family, but you still live with your family, that kind of vibe. Because I feel like you are somebody that's really loving, nurturing. So maintain in this kind of energy, guys, because I do feel like the divine will try to protect you, will try to warn you from these negative people. And I do feel like whomever is jealous of you is obviously someone that's not really happy. Could be with their partner, could be with their life. They're so sad about it, and they're jealous about the wealthy family that you have, healthy connections, a good vibe family, because they say they're not really happy. They're someone who's not awakened yet, and that's the reason why they're not seeing the beauty that they had, the blessings, okay? I feel like the divine tried to make this person feel loved, feel blessed, as you can see here. Like they don't have any, what they call this, any reasoning to be jealous of others because they have their own blessings. But yet these people are nosy. Okay, they tend to look at other people whenever something bad happened to their life. They will compare themselves, when all honesty they can avoid it, They can avoid judging themselves. If only they're focused on them, if only they know how to love themselves and not to be harsh to themselves and realize that everyone has their own timing. Okay, this could not be their time, but yet could be in the future. It could be. They just need to be patient about it, I think that if ever this person is jealous, you can might as well block them or don't show too much in your social media so they won't get jealous, okay? So is there anything else? They tell some people are like that, like their pastime is to view people's business, and it's even tradition way back then. Actually, most people are upset with the gossipers, right? Because that's a pastime in the past when there's no gadgets yet. you know, and some people sadly adopted that kind of attitude. And don't worry, they say, because you're being reminded by the divine to keep whatever you have to yourself and don't brag, you know. So you won't, you know, encourage discord in your connections. Alright, so is there anything else? They tell that's it. So let's check what else we got. For the next reading, this is about the Lightworker Collective. Okay, so let's see. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what's gonna happen towards the Lightworkers. And this is collective reading. Please show to us the overall theme of this reading. Thank you. Another detail. So I feel like some Lightworkers will create history, they say, and they're manifesting wealth, abundance, and joy into their life during the quarantine period. And some Lightworkers are the creatives, they say, and their work inspires people, or by their songs, by their artworks, it inspires others, or it even heals people that listens to their songs or that see their artworks. Okay, so let's check what else we have. There are some people who's not aware that they are Lightworkers, but then they receive some compliments wherein people let them know that they got healed, or they suddenly feel cheerful, joyful when they encounter that person. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know about the Lightworkers Collective, what's going on with them. I do feel wealth, money coming in, overflowing of joy is what I feel. I feel like it's abundance not only in money but also in emotional fulfillment. Just continuously go in with the flow of the divine. Don't let this pandemic get the best of you, because some people are depressed. Could be because of this quarantine. Stay strong and positive. And if people are draining you or not making you inspired, take some break. The angels say, like, try to listen to your body. If your body feels like it was drained or you feel depressed, then take some time to take a nap, sleep. But if you need work to do, then pray to God to give you some energy, because could be an energy vampire accidentally got your energy. Because remember in the intro, I tell that a lot of people will be depressed. Like, we are overwhelmed by our emotions. So what happened to the empath is that we're like the sponge, right? Like, we adopt people's negative emotions and we tend to give them energy. Okay, and that's why most of the time we feel drained, especially if people around us are sad. Okay, so let's check with your tarot. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what's going on with the Lightworkers collective reading. Okay, another detail. So I have a feeling here that the reading is also about twin flames. This is in either way, detail. I know that some people are irritated with twin flames, but they want to add it up. I just respect, okay? We're not yet there in the reading, but they're just saying. Anyway, this is the overall energy that's affecting the reading. And what is the outcome? Another detail. So anyway, we will clarify the cards. So bear with me. We have a lot of cards here. I feel like this reading is also about who's jealous of you. I wonder why. Could be a lot of topic. Okay. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what's behind the cards presented here. Please help us clarify so we may be able to understand. Thank you. Another, they tell. So, one more shuffle they requested. I feel unconditional love and betrayal here. So obviously Lightworker should be the one who gives moral support and understanding for people that are not awakened yet, okay? For the twin flamers out there, the angels say that be patient with your person, because if your person is still stubborn, selfish, arrogant, then it just means that they need a lot of growing up to do. And obviously, as a divine counterpart, you should still try to motivate your person to be a good person. So, whether they like it or not, you should preach to change their ways. Because if they're not changing at all, the angels say, expect that this person will be stuck in their own ways. And of course, the universe wants to save your twin flame, but in your end, you have to do what you should do with your twin flame. Okay, it is to direct them on towards the right path. They are like the lost sheep, and you're directing them on towards where they should be. So anyway, this is like a twin flame collective reading to the angels say. So anyway, here is the overall energy. We got the 7 of Pentacles. So what's going on with the light workers? The angels say, whatever the divine is giving to you, it's very overwhelming. I feel like it will make you contemplate about your life even more, and your job is on pause at this time, like you're not in the mood to work. It's because you need some time to contemplate about your life. I feel like for some of you, you could be annoyed by this calling that you have to take a rest or a pause in your life. It's because you could be a workaholic person. You could be somebody who always wants every day to be productive, but it's not gonna work within January to February, because you really need to put your life in order and you need to contemplate about certain things. Okay, so first card that we got is this Page of Wands in reverse. I have a feeling about introverts here. So most people that are introverts, I feel like nothing is really working with their life. I don't know if it happened to all of the introverts, but I feel like most light workers that are introverts are not really showy. It's because there's nothing to brag. Money is short, they tell, and then opportunities is less due to the pandemic. But don't lose hope, the angels say, because I have a feeling here that if ever you're somebody who's attached to the coin, you have a tendency to fall towards these nasty entities that try to make you feel jealous because you're unsatisfied and happy with your life since you have the lack of money and others has things going on. So prevent looking at other people, because it will put you into a negative emotion of envy. Okay, and because you really do have a tendency to be jealous, so what you can do is avoid looking at others. Okay, and try to work on with your own, let's say, life. Okay, don't mind other people's business, because it will just hurt you, especially if you have less. Okay, I do feel here in your reading that the warfare is happening with the light workers, like the entities are trying to disrupt your balance, trying to put you in a negative emotion like anger, like pain, anxiety, worry. But you shouldn't make this illusion to hurt you, because honestly, the angels say you feel really drained. Feel like you cannot stop it from happening, because since you're you're in this sad moment of contemplation, because we have this as the overall energy. Of course, you may have a tendency to look at your life and think that you don't have enough money, things are not going well with your life, so you have a tendency to be pessimistic, so be careful with it and stay balanced by focusing on what you currently have and taking some time to rest, okay? And I don't know why I'm sensing the word bugnutin or moody. I feel here that the evil entities are trying to make us moody, and it may affect our connections, but I do feel here that if ever you're connected with people around you, better detach from them so they won't get hurt if you feel moody. So that's why you really have to acknowledge how you feel. You need to uplift yourself. You need to make yourself happy, okay? I feel like you need some self-discovery to do, because I feel like within this loneliness, that is when you will experience to love yourself. That is when you will discover how to make yourself happy. And I feel like you have supportive people around you. That's why they suggested to you, if you feel very moody, please get out. What do you call this? Don't be closer to them, because you might accidentally hurt them, okay? So anyway, find some choices on how to make yourself happy or uplift yourself, because I believe here that most could be of you are go-getters with regards to money. So the angels say be patient with money, because I feel like most light workers are experiencing the lack of abundance, and some of them with this chariot are aggressive on finding, this coin. And what else we have here? So during the pandemic, obviously, a lot of people will have a drought or lack of abundance wealth. But there will be an opportunity, and that's funny, we have 5 of Cups chalices, both in the same pile here. So I have a feeling here that despite of the overwhelming emotion that we will feel, try to see the blessings the angels say, and it will help you uplift yourself, okay? Because despite of us having the lack in some areas, at least there's something that we can be thankful about. Like example, having a job, it's also a blessing. Having a home, or even food, right? So the next is the High Priestess. What I have here, guys, is that the angels say don't lose your faith and believe in God even more during the stressful time of you contemplating about your life. Because I have a feeling here with the 6 of chalices that feel like these nasty entities are really creating a discord in your life that will create an illusion. So make sure to always cleanse yourself with salt and water whenever you take a bath, so that this nasty vibration will leave you. Okay, that's what they want you to do. And there's no clarifier for the other card that we have here. One more detail. I feel like for some light workers, someone is jealous of you, okay? Because could be you're standing in your power and this overwhelming emotion doesn't affect you. So what they want you to do is fight off this negative emotions, especially jealousy and anger. Try to get out of the crowd if you feel certain thing, and take some time to heal, to cry everything out, they tell me. And with this Ace of Pentacles, if you're someone who's looking for a job, there will be a job opportunity for you. While with the Lover's card being here and 3 of Wands, so I have a feeling here that in some cases, some people, some light workers that are dealing with karmic connections, you might lose your karmic, they say, because it's not working out and it's draining your money, draining your energy too. So could be some of you, if you're dealing with a karmic, that karmic is an energy vampire, and once that you release yourself from karmic toxic connection, that is when great abundance and wealth will come in your way. Another reason why, money is trouble here in your reading, light workers, if that is your problem, it's because could be you're still dealing with people that are eating your money. Or there could be certain addictions that you must let go of, like overspending. Avoid doing that, guys. Learn how to save money. Okay, so you may have something in case of emergency. And avoid people pleasing, the angels say. And try to look at your past mistakes, because I feel like that is what the universe wants you to see as well. Your flaws. So that in the future, you may know how to handle your life well. You get me? So anyway, this is the outcome. 6 of Wands. So you guys have a potential to be, victorious, and suddenly may throat chakra hurt. I feel like during this time of contemplation, some light workers are being tested if ever they will fall into the negativity of how they feel. And the angels say that in some cases, if you become distort in the process, your throat chakra can be blocked, because they don't want you to be an influencer if you don't know how to handle yourself. And really, my throat chakra really hurt with that card. Anyway, so the next is a 2 of Wands. So what we have here is that one of the outcomes is obviously some of you are finding a job. That's what's going on. And the angels say that you need to make up your mind what kind of job would you want. And I feel like they're also calling into you that don't just choose a job that you used to have before, because that could be another reason why you can't find a job, because that is not a job that is meant for you. So try to find something else. So if something is not working, try other things. That's also their tip. And the next outcome is the Hangman. So as I told you, some evil nasty entities are trying to make us feel stuck, okay, with the overwhelming emotions. They will take advantage of it, and they will make us see that we have the luck. So if ever you're experiencing this kind of insecurity of not having much abundance and wealth, don't be fooled by that illusion, because honestly, as a light worker, we shouldn't, be discouraged because of the materialistic thing. We should learn how to trust and believe in God, that in divine timing, He will send us, this abundance and wealth that we seek. And all just we need to do is to contemplate on how to save money, on how to spend it wisely, and so forth. And of course, say sorry to God, because in some cases, if that is our error, in our end, we create a mistake on wasting the money on certain things that we don't really need. Okay, so that's also how we make amends towards the divine. Okay, and as a divine as well, to guide you in, spending money if that is really your trouble, or help you to save money. So anyway, with this 6 of Cups in reverse, so as I told you, if you are in a karmic connection, it will be over. Okay, why? Because first of all, you're not accelerating while you're connected with this person. So the divine will do something so that you'll be able to get out. And I feel like you really need some divine intervention here, especially if your person is a dominant person. Okay, and this person really has a harsh judgment towards you and wants to take control of your life. This could be a psychopath as well, always want to argue with you, so you'll be submissive to them. And since this person is unhealthy to your life and make you feel insecure, you guys will break up, okay? So if it's not about, let's say, love connection, it may be about a karmic that the divine is working on so that you can be able to get out, okay, from that toxic situation. So the next is a Page of Swords. This is the last outcome that we have. So the angels say, avoid getting fooled by nasty evil entities. Okay, if ever this entity will say that you don't have blessings, don't be fooled by it because you're really blessed by heaven. There's a lot to be thankful about, and don't create an illusion that you have a lack, okay? Because some people, they say that you will know the attitude of a person if they don't have money, that they become so grumpy and moody, right? So avoid doing that, guys. Try to be at least grateful in little things, okay? So anyway, let's check what else we got here with the charms. Don't be stressed by what the society wants, because that is actually a discord. We're moving on towards a new earth, the angels say, because God don't want us to be drained because of political issues, because of the money, whatever it is. I feel like the divine is trying to make our life even simpler, right? And that is the reason why pandemic happened, because some people are just busy, with their social life, trying to bully people by whatever they got. And most people that are proud, actually, they are encountering pain in their life, okay, or downfall with regards to their career, because they really need to humble themselves and try to have, let's say, a lifestyle that is simple. So let's see what else we got here. So what happened to the light workers? I feel like the light workers really long to have a title, obviously, and money is a lack with the light workers. Could be we are being tested by the divine. How can we react while experiencing a lack? Because obviously it's gonna make us face whatever we currently have. So avoid being jealous of others. Focus on you, so you won't get jealous. Avoid doing this, guys. So on your break time, do something that makes you happy rather than spy on others, okay? That's what you need to do. And the angels say if ever you feel so grumpy, avoid people so you may not accidentally hurt them. Okay, so obviously evil entities will try to mess up with our mind. And I really feel here that don't blind yourself, guys, okay? Focus on the blessings, because if ever this nasty entity will try to tell you there's nothing to be grateful about, remove this blindfold and see the blessings. You are blessed by heaven, okay? And I feel like about career, make wise choices with career. If ever you lost your job during pandemic, try to, focus on you. Try to see what else can you do. Probably the divine wants you to have another job that is different from your past job. And it's your self-discovery. And it is you discovering yourself. They say, aligning you towards the right direction, the angels say. So the angels say, avoid creating a facade that you got everything working on and so forth. And I feel here that in some cases you could be jealous with people that brag. So avoid doing that, because some brags out there are fake. That's what you need to know. And just focus on fulfilling your wishes rather than being jealous of people around you. So let's see what else we have. So I have a feeling here that these nasty entities, okay, are trying to disrupt the light workers. As you can see, they will mess up with our brains, and some evil nasty entity will use people around us to make us feel like this, like anger, pain, jealousy. So walk away from people that make you feel such and focus on loving yourself, okay, or uplifting your energy, like making yourself happy. And don't lose focus. They say work on with your job, career. And the angels say that if people around you are messing up with you, like playing the boss and trying to hurt you, run away from them. So if you're dealing with a karmic that is bossy, they say you'll be able to get out of the connection because the divine don't want you to be stuck forever with the wrong person, because you cannot accelerate once that you're dealing with them. And let's see what else we have. Avoid viewing other people's social media because it will dim your light. It will make you sad. The angels say don't compare yourself to others. Don't be harsh to yourself because it takes some time to achieve goals. You remember that? I can't hardly speak. So anyways, in some cases, the angels say the divine is preventing you from venting or ranting, okay? Because there's a lot of things to be grateful about, they say. So try to distance yourself from negative people because it may drain you. Because I feel like the nasty entities will try to ruin your life by trying to mess up with one of your family members or people around you. So if that's a case situation, try to distance yourself from them, because everyone will feel this overwhelming emotions that they don't see coming. And of course, all of us will lose balance. And what happened to the empath, we will get all the negative energy. And yeah, that's why we need to take some time to rest. And in some cases, we should drink water or eat because it can make us, feel thirsty or even feel hungry. So acknowledge that, okay? If you feel drained, you have to love yourself. You have to nurture yourself because you're a giver of energy to others that are also overwhelmed with this kind of, emotions. Anyways, or anything else. So currently, light workers, the angels say you're being tested if you will still live in the 3D realm, which is about money, title, etc. If money matters to you, then what will happen to you? Obviously, this evil entity will try to manipulate your mind. So avoid focusing too much on the coins. And know that one day God will provide for you in the right timing. Okay, so is there anything else? They say that's it. So anyway, so they still want me to have another reading. Okay, this is not the last. Let's see what else. Alright, so this is the last question. So this is about karmic collective reading. So this is not only about karmic relationship. This is actually our karmics, those people that it's not our soul tribe or not yet awakened people that are in a low vibe. Okay, those are karmics. So let's see about the reading. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know about the karmic, what's going on with them. I feel like I want to ask during the pandemic, but let's see. So please show to us the overall theme of this reading. Thank you. One more detail. So brace yourself, guys. That's what I want to say. I don't know why I sense be prepared for nightmare. Oh my gosh. Now I'm freaking nervous. I hope that nothing really bad. Anyway, so let's see about the other cards. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know about the karmic, what's going on with them during the pandemic or whatever when you watch this. Okay, let's check. So I feel like they're trying to create an illusion that, you belong to them, even though it's not working anymore. I feel like the illusions are not working for light workers anymore, because light workers are having this hush awakening or epiphany that has been happening, and that's the reason why the light workers has this depression mode wherein the divine is showing to us the truth if ever we are blinded by certain karmics that's trying to destroy our mental health. Let's check with the tarot, angels and guides, or somebody who played with our emotions too. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what's going on with the karmic. So yeah, they're trying to create an illusion that we belong to them or we should follow them. Very dominant energy, honestly. They do have childhood issues, that's why they act like this. Some of them act like a robot. I don't know why he sense that. Probably, it reminds me of a school of fish wherein they flow in a certain way, and then you're somebody who's going elsewhere. Because you're a light worker, you're not meant to go in to the flow of the crowd, and this person is amazed by what you're doing, but yet they don't want you to do that. They want you to follow the crowd. So they're trying to control you, manipulate you to follow their ways. And that is not really healthy for you, because that is not what you're called in to do. So anyway, this is the overall energy, and this is an easier way they tell. So what is the outcome? Some of them, they could be jealous of your wealth, of your success, and they try to manipulate you so that you will not be focused on what you're doing. They want you to be distorted just like their life or they are. But let's check. We will clarify. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what's behind the cards presented here. Please help us clarify so we may be able to understand. One more. Ooh, the cards are a mess. See? Oh my gosh. Honestly speaking, I think they really try to distort us though. Some of them are making us believe that they are the one for us, and you must choose them, but I don't see that it's working. Some of them are even casting love spells so that we'll fall in love, or some of them could be trying to make us feel hot or feel lustful. I don't feel like it's working, and some of them could have succubus energy, and that's why they attract a lot of people, or have that playerish vibe. Anyway, this is the overall energy that's affecting the reading. So what's going on here with the karmic is that they're trying to distort people. They're trying to make people follow them, but the light workers will be influenced by the divine, and they're not gonna fall into the trap of the karmic. That's what's going on. Because with the Six of Pentacles, I have a feeling here, kind of like the vibe of Adam and Eve when one of them was, what they call this, hypnotized by this nasty snake, okay, right? So I feel like, people are getting awakened that because of this individual, the karmic, their life is not in order. Because they listen to this karmic, and what happened is that their life is a discord. And so that's the reason why no one is listening to them anymore, because of this bad thing that they thought of. Like they have that epiphany, awakening. See, the divine is really awakening the light worker, especially to get out of this delusion that the karmic is showing to them. yeah, they have been enlightened, and before they're not enlightened, now they know that the karmic is not really healthy for them. So what's going on with the karmic? So obviously the karmic will be surprised that, you know, people are leaving them behind. Okay, and I have a feeling that the karmic will react badly, that it may cause war, okay, and make people stay, but yet no one really wants to stay with the karmic because this is not a healthy person to deal with. So with this judgment, so yes, the karmic really created that illusion. I feel like they are belittling people. For some of them, this could be about a boss who tell mean things to others so that people will get insecure and they see this person as the boss. But you know, that illusion will be erased once that the people that they victimize will wake up from the illusion, and they cannot run away and hide from the karma that they have caused. And anyway, they cannot control people anymore, and people will not look highly on them once that they acknowledge the signs of the universe that this person is not a good person for them. So I don't have any clarifier for that. We'll just give some clarifiers for it. Anyway, so the next card is the Three of Cups. So I feel like this person, I feel there's a third party. I don't know why I sense it. So if it's a connection, a relationship, I feel like there will be a third party, and this will create an end towards a toxic relationship, that finally, you know, that good person will be out of the relationship. But obviously, you know, some people still wants to stay even though there's already a heartbreak here. And the next thing that we got here is this Knight of Swords in reverse. I feel like the karmic is really playing mind games so they won't get blamed, or they can run away from whatever they've done, but karma will hit them hard without them expecting it to happen. And then the next is the Ten of Wands. Says karma is on its way, the angels say. And the karmic, obviously, their intuition is blocked, and that's the reason why they cannot see the karma coming. It will happen, and whatever karma it was, it will drain their energy, drain their wallet. The angels say it will totally pin them down so that their victims will finally escape this karmic. And then the next is the Seven of Wands, and this karmic cannot control over the people that are freed by the divine, okay, and no one will listen to them. That's also one of their karma. And then they cannot stop people from running away from them. So what is the outcome? Outcome is obviously they cannot go after the people that already run away from them, because the person that the divine freed is starting a new beginning for themselves, and this person will be pinned down, the karmic, so that they cannot chase after the people that they victimize. Okay, so that the people that they victimize have a new beginning for themselves. So with this Temperance, so with the karmic, karma will attack them with regards to connections. Connections will see this person as not a good person. And I feel like with this Four of Wands being here, so another karma that they will get is that they will get involved in a fight. Could be inside a house, office, something that is stable or grounded. Okay, let's see what else we have here. They won't have a stable connection according to the angels. So the other thing that we got is, remember that the divine will put them in a third party, the karmic, so that the karmic will lose their focus on their victim. So I feel like one day, you know, the person that they have chosen will not be with them. This person will what they call this, cut the cords because they are toxic, and my head really hurts with this one. And then it's not gonna be a happy relationship, okay? And my throat chakra hurt a lot. And another thing that happened to this karmic is that they're losing their voice. Okay, especially if they have been using their voice in bad ways, like saying mean things to others, which is not really good, so they're gonna lose their voice. Okay, their throat chakra will be affected as well. And then with the Three of Wands being here, so I feel like whoever that they victimize, obviously this person will be freed from the delusion of the karmic, and this person will be peacefully manifesting a good career for themselves. I have a hard time speaking again. So obviously another karma is that the karmic will have a hard time to make decisions because their thoughts are clouded, they can't listen to their intuition, and they also have imbalance with regards to their emotions because of many victims that they had, because they play mind games, because they play with people's emotions. So what happened is that they don't feel content with their life, and they can't think straight about their life as well. So let's check with your charms what it has to say. I don't know why I sense the word losing you is a part of destiny. I wonder why. Probably this is about relationship. That this must happen, that the separation needs to happen, so that one has to grow up. Like this karmic connection is just meant to teach you a lesson. It's not meant to last forever. Another. Please pardon my voice, guys. Really, it's hard to talk that we send this person, and you know their karma is they can't speak, you know, and people are ghosting them. That's their karma, as you can see, because of their lies, manipulation, and people will wake up finally seeing this karmic in a bad way. And I feel like this person look highly on themselves, and that's an illusion that they created, that they're the boss of everything. That's what's going on. And anyway, I feel like the people that I victimize are good people, and they attack people emotionally. They try to, you know, win people's hearts. They try to play mind games. They say that they have this title, they have this money, whatever that they brag about, so that these people will, you know, fall for that illusion, especially the poor, if ever they are rich, and they're trying to manipulate the poor by the money, by whatever they got. So I feel like people will see them for who they are. If they're creating a facade that they're kind, but they're not, people will know. Okay? And the divine will remove the blinders towards their victims. And the karma that will hit this person, obviously, is that they cannot use their intuition whenever that they think of what to do with their life. So this person could also be a nerd, and that's the reason why they think of themselves so high, that they're on top of the world, that they know a lot of things. But yet, you know, they just created an illusion for themselves. And yeah, they victimize the kind. And that's the reason why the divine is balancing things out, that the manipulation of this karmic will be over. Because I feel here that people that they victimize has dreams that they want to accomplish. And since the divine pities their victims, you know, they will grant the wishes of their victims. So let's see what else we have here. So we got this one. So I feel here that, yeah, people that are the victim of this narcissist will be removed from this individual here. So most of the karmics actually are people that are in a high position, or they could be educated, you know, and that become prideful, like the title really get the best of them. They become greedy, they become dominant over others, they play mind games, they control people. They're pretending to be good, but they're not. And I feel like they're not even listening to God. That's also what I sense. And I feel here that they're trying to control the lack of people around them, and they're belittling others. They cause people to cry, and that's the reason why the divine is pinning down this karmic. So because they victimize the kind, as you can see, they make a lot of people cry, a lot of people got hurt by this karmic. So people will be removed from this toxic person, because people will realize now that this is not a healthy person to begin with. Okay, and this person's spying on their victims, but yet they can't get their victims because their victims are protected and is divinely guided to nurture themselves and to help themselves. So let's see what else we got. So first is the co-create reverse. So what we have here, obviously, we can't work with karmics because they are a distort and they don't listen to the divine. You just show yourself to the karmics, so they will be guided back towards the light. And since they are not really participating, or they're not changing, that's the reason why separation needs to happen between the light worker and the karmics, because there's somebody who create a chaos and conflict, who create a discord. Could be before, people wait for them to change, but since they're not really changing, people are leaving them behind. People lose their interest with this karmic, and people are really taking that leap of faith to leave the karmic. I feel like they will be left alone at home. Okay, for some of them, they might remain single because no one wants to deal with them, or somebody will scatter news about the karmic that they are really toxic, that they're not healthy to be with. Okay, so a lot of karma that will hit karmics, it is to free their victims. Okay, so is there anything else? Karma hit them hard, the angels say, so they can mess around other people's lives, especially if they're abusive. They're creating chaos with regards to the mental health and emotions of others. Okay, so try to understand the universe, why they're sending this negativity to the karmic. And it is also for them to learn the lessons the hard way, since they have been so stubborn, not really listening to the divine and not changing their ways. So this is the way of heaven to direct them on towards the right path, since good people can't inspire them to be good people. Okay, so is there anything else? And they're divinely guided to let go of you, the light workers. But they want control. So what will happen is that the universe will pin them down. Okay, because remember about the Bible, when God is asking the Pharaoh to release the Israelites in Egypt, but the Pharaoh didn't listen, and that's why the divine sent a lot of plagues, right, to make it work. And so this is what's gonna happen to this person. Since they're not listening, they invited this karma in their life, and they make it hard for themselves, right? So is there anything else? We don't wish any harm to anyone, but if they're not really changing, this is the way of God to put them towards the right direction. So let God and have faith that you will rebuild your life once again if you're one of the victims of this karmic. Okay, so is there anything else? Little, that's it. So anyway, thank you for watching, everyone. It has been a long reading, and I do appreciate you all for having some time to listen to these readings, and I hope that you're divinely guided And may God bless you and sending you all peace, love, and light. Bye.